Well, hello. I'm so excited to be here today to share Exodus 14:14. And it's all about how the Lord will fight for you. So it says in verse 14, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. But in order to have the context of this verse and understand the stillness of God that we're supposed to have in moments where we want to flee and we want to run because we're motivated by fear or a situation we walk through, the Egyptians were so afraid. So the verse before that, they were beginning to complain that even though they'd been set free from Egypt, suddenly they were being pursued by the Egyptian army, and they were afraid, and they began to complain to Moses, and they began to say this. If I back up to the verse before, didn't we say to you in Egypt, leave us alone, let us serve the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. So out of fear, they began to complain. Can you relate to that? I know I can. When things seem to be confusing or I feel backed into a corner and I don't know where to go, yet the Lord is telling me to be still. And the point is, He's telling us to be still and know that He is God and know that He will fight for us. That's the trust. So when we're still and we do nothing, we don't put our hand to anything, we don't try to change anything, and we trust in Him, it is the greatest demonstration of our faith in our Almighty God, because we know that He will fight this battle for us. So this is what Moses was trying to say to him. And he says to them again, he says, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. This is what the Lord's telling Moses as they're complaining, and it's time to move forward. And now we went from stillness, from that verse saying, I will fight for you, and He's going to make a way. And now He's asking Moses, hey, I need you to step out in faith and follow my commands, because now it's time to move on. And he had to trust God as he stretched out his arm over the sea so that God could open and part those waters for the Israelites to cross over onto dry land. There was nowhere else to go. Have you been in that position where it seems there is nowhere else to go? You have to trust Him. And when He says, be still, be still. When He says He's going to fight your battles for you, trust Him. He will do it perfectly for you. But then He also tells us it's time to move on, and it's time to take steps of faith. I'm not sure where you're at in your journey. I'm not sure if you're running in fear. I'm not sure if you feel backed up against a wall and feel that there's nowhere else to go. But can I encourage you today that in the word of the Lord and the promises of God over your life, He has a plan to prosper you and a plan to take you to the future of all the great ways He wants to use you, use your story, use your storm, use your victory, all for His glory. And it all matters how much we trust Him and the position of faith that we're in. Do not be afraid, He says. He's told us to stand firm in your faith. Don't let this trouble weaken you. Number 3, He tells us, you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring to you today. And your enemy will also see, the one you see in front of you, the trial you see in front of you, you will no longer see, because He's about to wash it away with the waters that He controls. And He's only saying to us, you need only be still in His presence. Surrender the battle, surrender the struggle, just like Moses had to with all of the Israelites looking to Him in total fear. And that verse that I gave some of those points come from where Moses answered the people and he said, do not be afraid. That was number 1. Number 2, stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring to you today. The Egyptians you see today, so your difficulty you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. Your stillness is your greatest act of faith and trust in an Almighty God. That what you could do to change your situation is far less than what God can do, and one touch of the Master's hand is a perfect touch that will stop the raging sea. It will part waters in front of you and give you safe travels to the other side of this trial so that you can stop fearing, stand firm in His word, surrender the battle, stay still, abide in His presence, soak up His almighty nature and how much He loves you, and then step forward in faith when He says, move on.